These folktales became tools of resistance, cloaked in laughter and rhythm, used to preserve African identity even under the weight of oppression. As African tribes moved or were displaced through trade in the brutal chapters of slavery, these stories moved to indo-caribbean, and the America's unanzee became Nancy or Aunt Nancy. Tortoise, too, left his footprint in diaspora tales, sometimes blending into other trickster figures, sometimes emerging in new forms. These folktales became tools of resistance, cloaked in laughter and rhythm, used to preserve African identity even under the weight of oppression. But back in Africa, folktales began to shift as well. Colonialism disrupted traditional lifelines, were suppressed, and Western education systems dismissed indigenous knowledge systems as primitive. Yet, the stories endured, and like the tortoise, they adapted subtle, quiet, resilient. Lions in the tales no longer just ruled the animal kingdom, they represented tyrants or colonizers. Tricksters like Tortoise became symbols of survival, navigating the cracks of injustice, clever as their only weapon. By the 20th century, African writers began to immortalize these tales in written form, preserving them in books, newspapers, and eventually in radio and television. Authors like Chinua Achebe and Amos Tutuala drew on folktale structures and archetypes, blending them into modern African literature. Achebe's own stories were filled with echoes of Tortoise's sharp tongue and Anansi's wit, reminders that the old tales still had something to say in a modern world.